What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video we're going to be diving into the new Yes and remix collaboration featuring Mariah Carey. I'm really looking forward to this. I will say someone at the record label is definitely going to get in trouble because they did not title this Yes and featuring Mariah Carey, and I think the views are partially because of that. It didn't show up in my feed. It didn't show up anywhere, so there was definitely something going on the back end that wasn't good, but we got the album art. We know it's them. I happen to know that they have at least somewhat of a relationship prior to this, because on Patreon, where I have uncut album reactions for Ariana Grande and Dangerous Woman and Sweetener and all that stuff, for like the tours, like I did the Dangerous Woman tour diaries where I saw that she did something with Mariah Carey, so I knew that they like had a little bit of a relationship, but you never really know. You know, I saw Mariah Carey live about a year ago. I traveled to New York to go to her Christmas special at Madison Square Garden. It was so fucking sick. It was so much fun. But I kept thinking to myself, like, yes, dude, like this is a whole generation of diva right here. And I'm so glad that, you know, we get a collaboration like this. I'm so glad that, you know, artists that have been around are working with newer artists and working with artists that are, you know, of a different generation, because those generational gaps in music, there's so much cool shit that happens there. And whenever you can get like the two generations together, it's fucking sick. Also, come on, with Yes and, this is totally the sound of Mariah Carey circa like the 90s. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's a big deal. Like I said, someone at the record label definitely needs to get this shit fixed and put that featuring Mariah Carey. But we're gonna dive into this. I listened to the song way more than I thought I was going to. Damn. What the fuck? Oh, I mean, you have the two queens of the whistle note, right? You gotta fucking have this dolphin moment. You have to. Woo! It's so vibey, especially with, oh, come on. You know, I will say this, like, you know, she drops the single. It's obviously like talking shit about, well, not even talking shit. It's addressing the shit, right? It's kind of like trying to motivate yourself and others to just like rise above the bullshit that people will talk about you online and stuff. And it's crazy because like she dropped this and like there's a whirlwind of headlines after, right? And I love that Ariana has just been doing her own thing this whole time, regardless. Like, regardless of all the speculation and people talking shit and all this stuff, she's just fucking putting the music out and talking her own shit on her own. And I think that's the best way to respond to this. I can't even imagine being in the public spotlight and like, God, you have like something happens and it like comes out, like you can't even go anywhere. You can't check your phone because you got social media blowing up. You can't fucking go anywhere because everyone knows who you are. Like, I can't imagine what that is like while you're in the process of it. Oh, it's edited? Okay, wait a minute. There's got to be another release to this, right? Maybe they're putting out a music video. Like, did we really? Maybe this is just the one. No, this might be it. So I really get it's edited and it doesn't even say featuring Mariah Carey. Fuck. Oh man, I don't know if you guys know this. I hate edited music. Like, I don't have a lot of like pet peeves in life really, and I don't know what it is about edited music, but it drives me fucking nuts. It just like, play it the way it's supposed to be played. Oh shit. Okay, do you hear it? Like, we're talking about Mariah Carey, like queen of the fucking 90s, right? Like, you can just hear her. She gets on this instrumental and it sounds natural. This is totally her mood. Oh my God. They are two powerhouse vocalists. So them just fucking harmonizing each other or trading off vocals is always going to feel so powerful because there's just so much going on in that moment. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about this bridge because this bridge is fucking sick. I'm so glad Mariah is gonna be hitting some notes in the back here because I already love the bridge, but you know, we've got a featuring here. Let's fucking use it.
My tongue is sacred, I speak upon what I like. Protected, so keep discerning with my time. Your energy is yours, and mine is mine. This night is mine. My face is sitting, I don't need no disguise. Don't comment on my body, do not reply.
It's the subtleties kind of happening here. Did you hear that random whistle note? It wasn't random. I mean, it was planned, but like, there's just so many like little things that are kind of happening in the production. This song was like great on its own, right? So like, if you're going to have Mariah on here, you got to be able to have space for her to do what makes Mariah, right? So and this song, I feel like when I first listened to it, like you can hear some space, but whenever you actually listen to it with Mariah, she found the best places to kind of plug herself in, even with this bridge. Right there. What? Do you hear all these fucking whistle notes? Oh my God. This is such a cool fucking moment. I mean, you've got like literally legendary status on two eras on one track, and I think it sounds incredible. I love that we start out with those whistle notes letting us know what's about to happen in this song. I think that's very important because you never really know with a collaboration. Like, am I gonna wait until halfway through the song to get anything from Mariah? Well, no, we're gonna start it out. That way you know this is a different version since they didn't title it correctly. And I think that seeing these two eras come to life is so beautiful here because, again, this is straight up a instrumental that Mariah would have had in her arsenal back in the day because it's got that 90s sound, everything to it, the production on it, the mix, everything just screams 90s. And Ariana just eats up this track on its own. But the fact that Mariah is on here is really fucking cool, not only because I feel like Mariah is very selective on what she does and who she works with. She is a diva through and through. And I think she's earned that right. I mean, to be able to pick and choose how she does this stuff. So the fact that she would want to do this is amazing. And I love that they do have this little relationship because I think like in the 90s, I don't know why, maybe because there was no social media and stuff. You just assume that every artist is like trying to be better than each other. I think we were really pushing the diva thing in the 90s. It was like everybody was in competition, but the reality is there's no competition. It's just share the wealth. And I think in today's musical endeavors, the reason why we get so many features and stuff is because it's much easier to share the wealth. And when I say share the wealth, I don't just mean money. I mean, share the fame, share the success, share the reach, right? Because you can't get those things just purely on algorithm anymore. You know, I'm giving the video a hard time because they didn't put featuring Mariah Carey. Well, I'm giving it a hard time because the algorithm isn't always very nice to that. It just looks like we dropped yes and, you know what I mean? So I think that if we're trying to battle these things, if we want to get past, you know, the possibility of these algorithms and stuff, you have to be able to just, you know, keep adding the features and keep getting those moments, which I think is absolutely perfect here. I hope we see more moments from that as we're going into this. I don't know what this whole album's gonna sound like, but I know that, you know, even this song, this being the lead single and paying respect to the OG, like, you know, pop that probably inspired you is fucking, that's brave, right? And it was like difficult at first. People weren't really sure how they were feeling about this, but this is a banger to me. I mean, you got these whistle notes which sound incredible. You have Mariah taking over that verse, and it's so beautiful. It literally fits like it was her song, which is exactly why I'm saying that was the fucking instrumental of the 90s. And then one thing that I really love is that bridge. I think in that bridge, whenever you have those whistle notes and those backing vocals, I love that Mariah just found a great fucking like spot, like a pocket for her to just hit these ad libs, hit the notes, hit a couple runs, and just truly bring everything to life. And then of course, battling the whistle notes back and forth and hitting those harmonies. That's a great way to fucking have a great time with this. So don't know why it was edited. Maybe that was my fault. Don't know why they didn't put Mariah Carey in the title. That definitely wasn't my fault, but I really hope that everybody checks this out and enjoys it. Mariah Carey's a fucking legend, and Ariana's a legend. We have two fucking legends on one track. And guess what? I'm hoping that when this record drops, maybe it's got a feature list with just fucking 90s pop love. That'd be awesome. And even if it's not, that'd be sick too, because Ariana Grande has spent time on this album. I see her in the studio working on it, and I just feel like it's gonna be a banger. I feel like she's had some time to step back, work on acting, do this other stuff, and in those times, that's when the ideas start flowing. So I'm really looking forward to this, but I hope you guys liked today's video. Make sure you guys go check out Patreon. I have the Dangerous Woman Tour Diaries. I have the Sweetener documentary. I did a bunch of her albums as full uncut album reactions. So if you're interested in all those things, links in the description. I have over 100 album reactions, as well as like almost 100 like watch party type movie things. There's like 300 videos or 400 videos on Patreon. It's crazy. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.